It's just like with a seller. You kind of, you got to ask the seller. You say, well, what's more important to you, how much I make or how much you make? And we're not talking about gross. We're talking about net, right? Like, what matters more? And the way that I can help my team members make more is by allowing them to focus on what they're truly best at. What are they uniquely qualified to do? What are they born to do? And how do we get them in that zone where that's all they do? Lance Loken's a great example of this. Lance.
Yeah.
And, Lance, when he was running his team, his agents, his listing agents were getting 10%. And, a lot of people say, well, why would I want to be a listing agent on the team? Look, I tried to steal one of his listing agents once, a long time ago. And I don't even know if Lance knows this, but I had this conversation. So it was a woman, and I said, "Well, God, 10%. What if I give you 25?" And I wasn't trying to literally steal her. I didn't have a team to put her on at that point in time in that area. But I just wanted to see: is it possible to pull one of his team members away? What would it take to pull one of his team members away? I want to see how loyal were they at 10%. And let me tell you something. She says, "Look, you don't understand. Like, I go to the office in the morning. I grab a stack of papers. It tells me where to go. I go to listing appointments.
That's as good as it gets.
I come back. I hand that off, and I'm done. I go home and I spend the rest of the night with my kids. That's my day.
As good as it gets.
And I make a solid six-figure income doing that. My team was the same way. So back on my team, I was doing 50 to 75 listings a month, right? And my day looked very much like that. I was able to build around me a team that would handle everything, so I didn't have to. All I had to do was make my 115 to 125 follow-up calls per day from my car, and then go get listings. Then my listing agents, they were each listing. I mean, a low producer on my team was 10 to 15 listings a month. A good producer on my team was 18 to 21 listings a month. Well, what were those guys doing? What were they doing that was so different than everybody else? Well, first of all, we had great brand recognition, right? We had 750 signs in the ground, 15% market share in Western Washington, particularly in Pierce County. But we also had TV, radio, right? So you couldn't be buying or selling in our area and not know who you are. So that helped. And I don't want to mislead anybody into thinking that you're going to be able to hit the same kind of numbers anytime soon. You've got to get to a certain scale to hit that, right? But what they did have was they didn't have to do anything. Like, for example, when they take a listing agent hands that listing off. They don't do the marketing for it. They don't. In fact, Austin's team, he doesn't even negotiate his own offers. He doesn't negotiate his own, when offers come in on the listings, he doesn't negotiate that stuff. When it's time for inspection negotiations, he doesn't negotiate that. He's got licensed staff members that's all awesome. They do all day, every day.
That's specialty. That's skill. That's how, like, the biggest blocker is the inspections. I see too many people that they get so bent out of shape over inspections, and it's like they're calling roofers because they said you need to replace the roof, and they're wasting. It's like, that is so inefficient. And I get it. Once again, not everyone's in a position yet to have the resources, but work your tail off so that you can afford to unlock the things that you don't like to do, right? And you will see your business just scale so quickly when you're actually doing things you like.
Absolutely.
Club Wealth is the only coaching company on the planet that will literally guarantee that you will double your income or make at least an extra $100,000 your first year coaching with us, or we will give you 100% of your investment back. Click the link below, sign up for the appropriate tier level, and let's get you a strategy session today. And I promise you, I 100% guarantee you, promise you that you will walk away with a heart full of gratitude for the time that we took for you, because you got so much value out of that call. Schedule your strategy session today. I promise you'll be glad you did.